Chosen one, you may not realize it, but the environment you surround yourself with plays a pivotal role in shaping your inner peace. Your space, whether it's a room, a home, or even a workplace, can either elevate your spirit or drain it. It is more than just a physical space. It's a reflection of your mind and soul. The energy that fills your space impacts how you feel, how you think, and how you move through your day. And right now, in this very moment, you have the power to sanctify your space and invite divine peace into every corner of your life. Everything in your surroundings carries energy, whether it's the objects you own, the people who come in and out, or the thoughts and emotions that linger in the air. These energies can either be uplifting or draining. When your space is cluttered with physical mess or negative emotional residue, it becomes harder to find clarity, peace, or focus. The chaos of your surroundings seeps into your spirit, creating a barrier between you and the peace that is your birthright. But chosen one, the good news is this: you can shift the energy of your space. You have the ability to clear the negative, chaotic energies and replace them with divine tranquility, joy, and love. This is not a passive act. It's a conscious decision to create an environment where peace, calm, and the divine presence can reside freely. By sanctifying your space, you invite divine peace to fill every room, every moment, and every breath. It becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can rest, recharge, and connect with your highest self. This process starts with awareness. Begin by noticing how you feel when you walk into a space. Does it make you feel grounded, centered, and at ease? Or does it drain you, leaving you feeling overwhelmed or exhausted? Pay attention to how the physical environment around you influences your energy. Is there clutter that creates tension, or items that carry negative memories or emotions? These are signs that it's time to cleanse your space. Start by acknowledging that your space deserves to be a reflection of your inner peace. Just as you cleanse your mind and heart from negativity, so too can you cleanse your environment. When you make the decision to create a space that invites divine peace, you are also making a commitment to yourself to live in harmony with your surroundings and to nurture an atmosphere that reflects the divine light within you. The act of sanctifying your space is more than just cleaning up the clutter. It's a spiritual practice that connects you to the divine and to the energy that flows through your surroundings. By choosing to create a space that supports peace, you begin a process of transformation. Not only will your surroundings shift, but your internal world will also begin to align with the peaceful, loving energy you are inviting in. Now, as you begin this journey of sanctifying your space, take a moment to think about what peace truly means to you. Is it a quiet sanctuary free from distraction? Is it a place where you can retreat and connect with your soul? It isn't just the absence of noise or chaos. It's the presence of something divine, something that fills you with serenity and clarity. When you create a space of peace, you are inviting more than just silence. You are inviting the presence of the divine. If this message has touched your spirit and you feel ready to release the hurt, type amen below and let heaven see your faith. Share your thoughts on how this message resonates with you and how forgiveness is beginning to change your life. Don't walk this journey alone. Hit subscribe and let's continue to walk together in the freedom and peace that comes from embracing forgiveness. Your transformation starts now. The first step in creating a sanctuary of peace is to clear out the things that no longer serve you. It's time to let go of the clutter, both physical and emotional, that has accumulated in your space. Physical clutter can be a manifestation of mental clutter. When your space is filled with items that no longer bring you joy or serve a purpose, it weighs you down. Start by going through your belongings and identifying what is truly necessary, what is uplifting, and what can be released. As you declutter, you are also clearing away the energy that no longer aligns with the peace you wish to invite. But the process doesn't stop there. As you clear the physical space, you also need to clear the emotional and spiritual energy that may be lingering in the atmosphere. Negative thoughts, unresolved emotions, and past experiences can leave a residue in your environment. This is where the practice of spiritual cleansing comes in. There are many ways to cleanse the energy of a space, and you can choose the methods that resonate most deeply with you. Some people use the power of sacred incense or essential oils, while others use prayers, blessings, or sound to clear the energy. No matter the method, the intention is the same: to create an environment that is pure, harmonious, and aligned with divine peace. You might choose to use sacred rituals such as smudging with sage or Palo Santo, both known for their ability to clear negative energy. The act of smudging is symbolic. As you move the smoke throughout your space, visualize the negativity being lifted, replaced by light and peace. You may also choose to use sound, gentle music, chanting, or even the sound of bells or a singing bowl. Sound waves are known to shift energy and create an atmosphere of peace. Remember, the intention behind your actions is the key. As you cleanse your space, focus your thoughts on what you wish to invite in divine peace, clarity, love, and light. Speak words of blessing and gratitude, affirming that your space is now filled with divine energy. Let every corner of your space reflect the purity of your heart and soul. Imagine the divine presence surrounding you, infusing your environment with calm and tranquility. Once your space is cleansed, you'll begin to notice a shift. Your environment will feel different, lighter, clearer, and more expansive. You will feel more at peace, more centered, and more aligned with your divine purpose. But this isn't just about one moment of cleansing. This is about creating a sacred space where divine peace can reside continuously. Just as you cleanse your environment, you must also maintain it. Be mindful of what you allow to enter your space. Pay attention to the energy of the people, conversations, and influences around you. Protect your space and keep it clear of anything that doesn't support your peace. Every day, take a moment to check in with your surroundings. Is the energy still flowing freely? Are there any areas that need attention or realignment? The more intentional you are about keeping your space sanctified, the more peace you will experience. Your environment will become a reflection of your inner world, a place where you can always return to find stillness, clarity, and connection with the divine. Creating a space that invites divine peace is a powerful spiritual practice. It is a declaration that you are worthy of peace, that you are committed to living in alignment with your highest self, and that you are open to receiving the blessings the divine has in store for you. As you sanctify your space, you are also sanctifying your life, making room for divine peace to flow through you, into you, and all around you. Chosen one, now that you have begun to clear the physical clutter and cleanse the energy of your space, it's time to dive deeper into the process of purifying the atmosphere around you. As you work to sanctify your space, it's important to understand that the environment you create must be a reflection of divine peace, not just in what is removed, but in what you choose to invite in. When you release the negative, you make space for the positive. And it is this intentional act of inviting peace into your environment that allows divine energy to flow freely. We often underestimate the power of our surroundings, how the objects, the people, and the energy within our spaces can either elevate or drain our spirits. The energy of your space can either support you in your spiritual journey or pull you further away from your divine purpose. But now that you have cleansed the space of anything that no longer serves you, It's time to fill it with the right intentions, symbols and energy that will nourish your soul and invite divine peace. Start by setting the intention for peace. This is more than just a desire, it is a commitment to creating a space where tranquility, clarity, and divine love can thrive. Before you do anything physical, take a moment to center yourself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize your space filled with light, love, and peace. Picture the atmosphere becoming calm, serene, and aligned with the divine. This moment of intention setting is the foundation upon which everything else will build. You are consciously choosing to create a space that is sacred and filled with divine energy. With this intention set, you can now begin to invite peace into your space in more tangible ways. One of the most powerful ways to invite divine energy into your space is through the use of sacred symbols. These symbols, whether they are physical objects or energetic representations, can anchor divine peace in your surroundings. For example, sacred objects like candles, crystals, or statues can serve as reminders of the divine presence. Each time you look at them, you are reminded of your connection to something greater, and the energy of that symbol infuses your space with peace. Consider using symbols that hold special meaning for you. A candle can symbolize the light of divine love. A crystal such as amethyst can represent spiritual clarity, protection, and tranquility. Statues of angels or deities or images of sacred texts can serve as visual cues to invite divine presence into your space. These symbols act as anchors for the energy you are creating. They remind you that peace, love, and divine presence are not abstract concepts, they are present in every corner of your environment. Additionally, the use of color in your space can have a powerful effect on the energy. Colors carry different vibrations, and when chosen intentionally, they can support the energy you wish to invite into your environment. For example, soft blues and greens are known to promote calmness and healing, while warm yellows and oranges inspire joy and creativity. White, the color of purity, is often used to represent divine light and peace. Choose colors that resonate with the energy you wish to cultivate in your space. The right colors will naturally enhance the peaceful atmosphere and help maintain the harmony you are building. Sound, too, plays an important role in creating a peaceful atmosphere. The sounds you allow into your space can either soothe or agitate your spirit. Music, spoken word, or even the sound of silence all impact your emotional state. One of the most sacred ways to cleanse and maintain peace in your space is through the use of sound. Sacred music, healing frequencies, or gentle sounds such as chimes or a singing bowl can invite divine energy to flow through your space, lifting the vibration and creating a calm, peaceful environment. This is why many people use sound as part of their cleansing rituals. Sound has the power to shift energy quickly and effectively. Consider playing soft, uplifting music in the background of your space, or using sound tools like bells or gongs to clear the atmosphere. The resonance of sound can clear lingering negative energy, refreshing the space and inviting a higher vibration of peace to fill it. This simple act can transform a space from ordinary to sacred. A simple practice of prayer or affirmation can also infuse your space with divine peace. As you speak words of intention, you set the tone for the energy you want to cultivate. You can pray over your space, asking for divine blessings and peace to fill every corner. Speak words of love, protection, and gratitude. Affirmations like, "I welcome divine peace into this space," or "This is a sanctuary for healing," and love will elevate the energy, creating an atmosphere that is harmonious and aligned with your highest purpose. As you continue to bring peace into your space, remember that the intention behind your actions is everything. When you bring in sacred symbols, colors, and sounds, Do so with the intention to connect deeply with the divine. These are not just decorative items or rituals. They are tools to open the door to a divine presence that fills your space with tranquility, clarity, and joy. You are creating an environment where the divine can freely move and your soul can rest. Another aspect of creating divine peace in your space is through the use of sacred rituals. Rituals are powerful because they anchor divine energy in a structured, intentional way. Simple rituals, such as lighting a candle and offering a prayer, can serve as a reminder that this space is sacred. You may choose to create a daily ritual in which you spend a few moments each day reaffirming your intention for peace, whether that's through prayer, meditation, or even simply sitting in stillness, breathing deeply and allowing yourself to connect with the divine. The more you dedicate your space to peace, the more that peace will flow through you. As you sanctify your environment, you are also sanctifying yourself. The more your surroundings reflect divine peace, the more your own heart will resonate with that same peace. You will begin to feel calmer, more centered, and more aligned with your highest self. This is the power of a sanctified space. It not only transforms your environment, but transforms you. Your space, chosen one, becomes a mirror of your inner peace, and in turn, it helps you to maintain that peace throughout your day. The divine is always with you, but when you create a space that supports and enhances this connection, you open yourself to a deeper, more consistent experience of peace. Your sacred space is a reflection of your own soul, and every time you step into it, you step closer to the divine peace that is your birthright. Chosen one, now that you have begun to sanctify your space by cleansing negative energies and intentionally inviting divine peace, the next step in your journey is to maintain the energy that you've carefully nurtured. A sanctified space is not just a one-time endeavor, but a continuous practice of intentionality and care. The more you dedicate yourself to keeping your environment aligning with peace, the more you'll experience the presence of the divine in your life, allowing you to stay grounded, centered, and at ease. First, you must understand that the act of maintaining divine peace in your space is as important as the initial cleansing process. Just as you nurture your mind, body, and spirit with daily practices of prayer, meditation, or reflection, so too must you care for the atmosphere around you. It's easy to slip back into old habits or to allow external stressors to impact your sacred space. But remember, chosen one, your space is a reflection of your inner state. As you continue to nurture your environment, you will continue to nurture your soul. A key to maintaining the peace in your space is establishing a routine that includes regular cleansing. The energy of your space can shift even when you're not aware of it. Things can accumulate, whether it's negative energy, clutter, or stress that settles in the atmosphere. To keep your space sanctified, commit to clearing and cleansing it on a regular basis. Whether that means lighting candles or incense, playing soothing music, or using sound to purify the energy, keep your space fresh and light. By doing so, you allow the divine presence to stay alive in your home, your room, or your sanctuary. But it's not just about the physical act of cleaning. Just as you clean out the dust and the clutter, be mindful of the energetic residue that can accumulate in your space. As you engage with others, as you work through your day, or as you move through life, it's important to release any negative emotions or energies that may have attached themselves to you or your environment. This means paying attention to how you feel in your space. Are there areas where you feel tense or uneasy? Do certain places or objects in your home feel heavy or stale? These are signs that your space may need energetic attention. To maintain the peace, consider practicing mindfulness when you walk into your space. Before you even touch anything, take a deep breath. clear your mind. Scan the room with your heart, not just your eyes. Ask yourself, how does this space make me feel? Where is there a lack of harmony? Where can I invite more divine energy? When you approach your space in this way, you become more attuned to its energy, more sensitive to the subtle shifts that can occur throughout the day. Sometimes it's the small acts that make a big difference. If you feel the peace slipping away, or if you feel the energy in your space becoming stagnant, try incorporating a small ritual to restore it. It doesn't need to be elaborate or time-consuming. Light a candle with intention, speak words of affirmation or gratitude, or bring in fresh flowers or plants to symbolize life and vitality. These small everyday practices serve as reminders that your space is sacred, and they help maintain the flow of divine energy. One powerful practice for maintaining the sanctity of your space is the regular use of spiritual symbols. These symbols don't just exist as decorative pieces, they hold energetic frequencies that invite divine peace and love into your environment. Whether it's a simple stone, an image of a sacred figure, or a crystal that resonates with your intentions, these symbols can anchor divine energy and serve as gentle reminders of the peace you are cultivating. Place these symbols in key areas of your space where they can continue to inspire, protect, and uplift you. Equally important is the practice of affirmations. Chosen one, your words have power. What you speak can shape the energy of your space. Every time you speak words of peace, love, and gratitude, you are affirming the divine presence in your life and in your environment. Consider taking a moment each day to affirm the peace you wish to cultivate in your space. My home is filled with divine peace and light. I welcome love, joy, and harmony into this space. This is a sanctuary for rest and healing. Speaking these affirmations not only helps maintain a peaceful atmosphere, but it also aligns your intentions with the divine presence in your environment. Another way to maintain divine peace in your space is by keeping it aligned with natural elements. Nature holds a sacred energy that can balance and ground any environment. Whether it's through indoor plants, natural light, or the gentle sound of flowing water, connecting your space to the earth's elements can help foster peace. Place plants throughout your space to bring in the energy of life, or open your windows to let in fresh air and sunlight. Allow the natural rhythms of the world to nourish your environment and maintain its divine peace. You may also want to periodically reassess your space, making sure that it still aligns with the peaceful atmosphere you've created. Are there new objects or energies that have entered your space? If so, ask yourself, does this align with the peaceful energy I've cultivated? Does it contribute to the tranquility I desire? If not, don't be afraid to remove or replace things that no longer resonate with your higher purpose. Your space is a reflection of your soul chosen one. Keep it clear, open, and free of anything that no longer serves your peace. Sometimes the act of simply being mindful of the energy in your space is all you need to maintain it. If you find that the peace has slipped away, pause and reset. Step away from the distractions of the outside world. Breathe deeply, reconnect with your intentions, and affirm your commitment to peace. Your space is a reflection of you. The more intentional you are about nurturing it, the more it will nurture you. The energy in your space is fluid and ever-changing. It is not something that can be permanently fixed or controlled. Instead, it is something you continuously cultivate and renew. The act of maintaining your space is an ongoing process that deepens with time. As you continue to sanctify your environment, you deepen your connection with the divine and with the peace that is always available to you. Every time you return to your sacred space, you are returning to yourself aligned, centered, and in harmony with divine energy. Remember, chosen one, your space is your sanctuary. It is a reflection of your soul. When you sanctify it, you sanctify your life, allowing peace to flow freely and abundantly. Keep this peace alive through regular maintenance, mindfulness, and an open heart. You are worthy of a space that supports your highest self and nurtures the divine light within you. Keep your space sacred and your soul will thrive. Chosen one, as you move further along in the process of sanctifying your space, it's important to recognize that the power of your environment extends beyond physical space. It influences your mind, heart, and soul. The energy that fills your space affects the way you think, how you feel, and the way you show up in the world. Now that you've cleansed your environment and invited divine peace into your space, it's time to deepen your connection to that peace through the use of sacred rituals and practices. Sacred rituals are powerful because they serve as tangible expressions of your intentions. They ground your energy, help maintain a peaceful atmosphere, and reinforce your commitment to living in alignment with divine peace. These rituals don't need to be elaborate or complicated. They are simply acts that bring your mind and heart back to the divine presence, reinforcing the sacredness of the space you've created. By performing these rituals, you invite divine energy to flow through your space, turning it into a true sanctuary, a place where your spirit can rest, renew, and be uplifted. One of the simplest yet most profound rituals you can incorporate is the act of lighting a candle. Chosen one fire has always been seen as a symbol of divine presence and transformation. The light of a candle represents illumination, clarity, and the divine spark within each of us. When you light a candle in your sacred space, it serves as a reminder that the divine presence is always with you, filling your environment with peace and love. Take a moment to set an intention before lighting the candle. Speak words of blessing or gratitude, and visualize the flame filling your space with divine light, pushing out any lingering negativity. The ritual of lighting a candle doesn't have to be reserved for special occasions. Make it a daily practice. Each time you light the candle, you are affirming your connection to the divine and reawakening the peaceful energy that you've created in your space. With each flicker of the flame, you invite clarity, peace, and divine love into your life. This simple act of devotion can transform your space from a physical place into a sanctuary of divine presence. Another powerful ritual is the practice of daily affirmation. Chosen when your words hold power, your thoughts, words, and intentions shape the energy around you. By speaking affirmations aloud in your sacred space, you set a powerful intention for the day. Affirmations are declarations that remind you of your divine worth, your purpose, and the peace that resides within you. They are a way to reaffirm your connection with the divine and remind yourself of your highest potential. In your sacred space, take time to speak affirmations aloud each day. Choose words that resonate with your heart and soul. For example, I am filled with divine peace. My space is a sanctuary of love and light. Or I am aligned with divine energy in all that I do. As you speak, these words feel their vibration fill the room. With each affirmation, you strengthen the peace and energy of your space, making it a place where divine love and tranquility thrive. In addition to affirmations, prayer is a deeply transformative practice that invites divine peace into your space. Prayer connects you to the divine and opens your heart to divine guidance, protection, and love. When you pray over your space, you invite divine light to cleanse and purify the energy within it. Prayer helps you align your intentions with divine will, turning your space into a true sanctuary for peace. To sanctify your space through prayer, Start by holding the intention that your environment be a reflection of the divine love and peace you wish to cultivate in your life. You may choose to pray over the entire space, or you may focus on specific areas that feel more chaotic or heavy. Speak words of blessing and protection over your space, affirming that it is filled with divine energy. As you pray, visualize divine light flooding every corner of the room, dissolving any negative energy and replacing it with peace, clarity, and love. Prayer is a potent tool for keeping your space aligned with the divine, and it invites the continuous flow of divine energy into your life. Incorporating natural elements into your sacred rituals also enhances the peace in your space. Earth, water, fire, and air all carry sacred energy and can serve as powerful tools to connect you to divine peace. Crystals, for example, are often used for their healing and energy-amplifying properties. Amethyst rose quartz and clear quartz are commonly used to promote peace, love, and clarity in a space. Place these stones in key areas of your space to serve as energetic anchors for divine peace. Incorporating plants into your space is another powerful way to invite divine energy. Plants are living beings that help purify the air and bring vitality into your environment. They represent life growth and the divine connection between the earth and the heavens. Choose plants that resonate with you, such as peace lilies or jasmine, which are known for their calming and healing properties. Tend to them with care and gratitude, and they will serve as a reminder of the divine life force that flows through all things. The element of water is also sacred as it represents cleansing, renewal, and spiritual flow. A small fountain, a bowl of water with flowers, or even the sound of running water can bring a calming and rejuvenating energy to your space. Water symbolizes divine flow, washing away any stagnant or negative energy and allowing peace to flow freely. Consider adding water to your sacred space in a way that resonates with your energy, whether it's through a water feature or the use of essential oils with water diffusers. The key to sustaining the peace and energy in your space is consistency. As you continue these rituals, you will notice that the divine presence in your space becomes more constant, more accessible, and more powerful. The more you dedicate time to cleansing, praying, and setting intentional energy in your space, the more your space will serve as a sacred reflection of your soul's peace. This is a lifelong practice, chosen one, a commitment to creating a space that supports your highest self, aligning every corner of your environment with divine love. Remember, the act of sanctifying your space is not just about the physical environment, it is about nurturing your spiritual energy. As you create a space that aligns with divine peace, you will also be creating an internal space of peace and love. The sacred rituals you incorporate into your space will serve as reminders that you are divinely loved, that you are enough, and that you have the power to create peace wherever you go. The more you nurture this space, the more you will carry that peace with you, allowing the divine presence to shine through you in everything you do. Chosen one, as you move deeper into the process of sanctifying your space, it's essential to recognize that divine peace is not merely something you create externally, but something you cultivate within. As you invite divine energy into your environment and establish sacred rituals, you are not only transforming your space, but transforming yourself. Your environment is a reflection of your internal world, and when you intentionally align your space with divine peace, you are also aligning your heart and soul with divine harmony. The divine energy you seek to bring into your space is not separate from you. It flows through you. It is already within you, waiting to be activated. And as you continue to create a sanctuary of peace, the energy that fills your space will also fill your being. You will begin to notice that the peace and calm you create in your environment will begin to radiate outward, influencing the people around you, your relationships, and even your thoughts and emotions. In this section, I want to guide you through a deeper practice, one that invites you to become more intentional with the energy you allow into your space. It is easy to forget that the people you interact with, the media you consume, and even the thoughts you entertain influence the energy in your environment. While you may have already worked hard to cleanse your space physically and spiritually, it's equally important to maintain a protective and nurturing energy that prevents anything negative from infiltrating your space. Start by becoming more conscious of the energies that enter your environment. People, conversations, and situations all carry energy. When you invite someone into your space, ask yourself, what energy are they bringing with them? Is it one of positivity, love, and encouragement, or is it heavy, negative, or draining? While you cannot control the energy of others entirely, you do have the ability to create boundaries that protect your space. When someone enters your home or your sanctuary, consciously ask for divine protection. Set the intention that only love and light may enter, and visualize the energy of your space becoming stronger and more impenetrable with each breath. If you find yourself in a situation where negative energy is brought into your space, whether through an argument, an unpleasant conversation, or simply an uncomfortable encounter, don't hesitate to perform a quick cleansing. Even if it's as simple as taking a deep breath and lighting a candle, you can shift the atmosphere back to one of peace and light. The more you practice this, the more you will become attuned to the subtle energies that surround you, and the more easily you will be able to protect and preserve the peace you have worked so hard to create. Alongside protecting your space from external negative energy, it's equally important to protect it from the negative energy within. Chosen one. How often do you find yourself dwelling on negative thoughts, past grievances, or worries about the future? These thoughts, when allowed to fester, can pollute the peaceful atmosphere you have created in your environment. Just as you clear the physical space of clutter, you must also clear the mental and emotional clutter that weighs on your spirit. This requires a practice of mindfulness. Pay attention to the thoughts you entertain in your sacred space. Do they bring peace, or do they create tension and anxiety? When you find yourself thinking thoughts that disturb your peace, pause and release them. One powerful tool for mental cleansing is the practice of meditation. By sitting in stillness, focusing on your breath, and gently releasing any negative thoughts that arise, you create a mental environment that supports the peace in your space. Meditation helps you align your inner world with the outer world of divine energy, allowing you to become a clear vessel for peace. Another practice that supports the purification of your internal and external space is gratitude. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you open the door to divine abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present. As you give thanks for the peace in your space, for the love and light that fill every corner, you reinforce the energy of your environment and invite even more divine blessings. Take time each day to thank the divine for the peace you have, for the beauty in your surroundings, and for the love that surrounds you. Gratitude becomes a magnet for more of the divine energy you are calling into your space. As you practice mindfulness and gratitude, also make a conscious effort to keep your space free of distractions that pull your attention away from your inner peace. Technology, for example, can be a powerful tool for connection and growth, but it can also be a source of chaos and overwhelm. How much time do you spend in front of screens, scrolling through social media, or watching news that brings stress and negativity into your space? Consider setting boundaries for how much technology you allow in your space. Create times during your day when you disconnect from the noise and instead focus on nourishing your spirit with practices that align with your intention for peace. Consider implementing technology-free zones in your space. These could be areas where you meditate, reflect, or simply enjoy a quiet moment. By creating sacred spaces that are free from distractions, you allow your mind and spirit to rest and rejuvenate. These spaces become sanctuaries of divine peace, where your connection to the divine and to your highest self is strengthened. In addition to this, practice discernment in the media you consume. Whether it's the books you read, the music you listen to, or the shows you watch, all of these things carry energy. Choose what you allow into your space carefully. Select uplifting, inspirational, and peaceful content that aligns with the energy you are cultivating. If you find that something, whether it's a piece of media, a conversation, or a situation, brings negative energy into your space, don't hesitate to let it go. Protect your sacred space by consciously choosing what you allow to enter. Finally, remember, chosen one, that maintaining divine peace in your space requires consistency and commitment. It's not enough to just cleanse and sanctify your space once. It's an ongoing practice that requires daily attention. When you make peace a priority, when you invest in your sacred space by continually protecting it from negativity, reinforcing it with positive energy, and staying aligned with your intentions, you create an environment where divine peace can continuously flow. The peace you cultivate in your environment will nourish your soul and serve as a foundation for every aspect of your life. Your space, chosen one, is your sanctuary. It is a reflection of your inner peace, and with each conscious action, you strengthen the peace that fills your heart. The more you nurture this sacred environment, the more you align with the divine, and the more divine peace will flow into your life. Keep your space clear, keep your intentions focused, and allow divine peace to fill every corner of your life. Chosen one, as you continue to cultivate and maintain divine peace within your space, you will begin to notice the subtle but profound transformation that occurs not only in your surroundings, but within yourself. The energy in your space has a remarkable ability to shift your inner state, and as you continue to align your environment with peace, you will find that peace begins to naturally radiate from you. What began as an effort to create a sanctuary of divine energy within your home will soon extend to every part of your life, creating a ripple effect of tranquility and spiritual alignment. Now that your space is sanctified and maintained, it's time to focus on something equally important: nurturing the divine presence within yourself. The space around you is only one aspect of the atmosphere you create in your life. The energy you cultivate in your body, mind, and soul is just as essential. You must learn how to carry the peace you've established in your physical environment into your internal world, so that peace becomes a living, breathing part of who you are. Your internal atmosphere, chosen one, is where true transformation begins. It is your internal world that sets the tone for your external world. The peace, love, and divine energy that fill your space should not be confined to the walls of your home. You have the power to carry that peace with you everywhere you go. The more you align your internal environment with the divine peace you've created in your space, the more that peace will permeate every interaction, every thought, and every action you take. One powerful way to nurture divine peace within yourself is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being present, of fully engaging with the moment, and letting go of the distractions that pull you away from your connection to the divine. When you practice mindfulness, you are actively choosing peace in the present moment. You are releasing the noise of the world and focusing on what matters most: the divine presence within you and the peace that arises when you are fully aligned with your true self. To bring mindfulness into your daily life, start by setting aside time each day to simply be present. You can do this through meditation, prayer, or just sitting in silence, focusing on your breath. As you inhale and exhale, let go of any tension or stress. As you exhale, imagine releasing anything that no longer serves your peace, thoughts of worry, fear, or distraction. As you inhale, invite divine peace into your body, allowing each breath to fill you with light and calm. This practice allows you to reconnect with the divine energy within you, reinforcing the peaceful atmosphere you have created in your space. Another way to nurture peace within yourself is by practicing self-compassion. You've already done the work to sanctify your space, but now it's time to turn that attention inward. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with kindness, love, and understanding. It's about recognizing that you too are worthy of peace and that it is okay to slow down, rest, and care for yourself. Just as you would nurture the energy of your space, you must also nurture your own energy. When you are kind and gentle with yourself, you create an inner environment where peace can grow and flourish. As you continue to practice self-compassion, you will notice that you become less reactive to the external circumstances around you. You will no longer be easily swayed by the chaos of the world because you will be anchored in the peace that resides within. This inner peace becomes your foundation. It doesn't matter what happens outside of you, whether it's a stressful situation, a challenging conversation, or a difficult circumstance, because your internal peace is unshakable. You will be able to respond from a place of calm clarity and divine love, rather than reacting from fear, anxiety, or frustration. In addition to mindfulness and self-compassion, another powerful way to nurture divine peace within yourself is through gratitude. Chosen one, when you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you align yourself with divine abundance. Gratitude is the key to unlocking the fullness of life, and when you actively choose to focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your internal environment from one of lack and fear to one of abundance and peace. Take time each day to reflect on the blessings in your life. Even in the most challenging times, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude allows you to see the divine presence in every moment, even in the mundane or difficult. As you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you will begin to notice that peace naturally follows. When you are grateful, you shift your focus from what is missing to what is already present, and in that space, peace can thrive. As you continue to nurture divine peace within yourself, you will begin to see the energy of peace flow outward into your relationships and interactions. When you are aligned with peace, it becomes easier to share that peace with others. Your presence will become a source of comfort and calm, and you will find that the people around you are drawn to your energy. Peace is contagious, and when you are grounded in divine tranquility, you create a ripple effect that extends beyond your space and into the lives of others. This doesn't mean that you will never face challenges or moments of stress. It doesn't mean that your life will be free of hardship. But what it does mean is that even in the face of difficulty, you will have the ability to maintain your inner peace. You will be able to navigate life with grace, knowing that the divine peace you carry within you is always available no matter the circumstances. Your space will continue to be a sanctuary, but more importantly, your heart and mind will become sanctified, filled with the same divine energy that you've invited into your environment. As you deepen your connection to divine peace, you will find that the external world becomes a reflection of your inner world. The more peaceful you are within yourself, the more peace you will experience in your relationships, your work, and your day-to-day life. The world around you will begin to mirror the harmony you have cultivated within, and you will see that the divine peace you sought to bring into your space has now become a living reality in every part of your life. Chosen one, this is the power of sanctifying not only your space, but your entire being. The energy you create around you begins within you. The peace you nurture in your environment is the same peace that you carry within your heart. The more you align yourself with divine peace, the more that peace will flow into every part of your life. And as you continue to nurture this peace within and around you, you will experience the fullness of divine love and tranquility that is your birthright. Chosen one, as you continue to sanctify your space and align your inner world with divine peace, you will begin to see profound changes, not just within your home, but within your daily life. The energy that once filled your space, whether chaotic or heavy, has now been transformed into a sanctuary of love, light, and divine presence. This transformation is not only a physical one, it is a spiritual, emotional, and energetic shift that ripples outward, affecting every interaction, every thought, and every action. As you nurture and protect your space, you may start to notice a sense of ease, balance, and calmness flowing into your life. The challenges you face may still arise, but your response to them will shift. You will find that you are more centered, more grounded, and more resilient in the face of adversity. This is the power of a sanctified space. It doesn't just change the environment around you, it transforms you from the inside out. When your space is filled with divine peace, that peace will begin to penetrate every corner of your life. One of the most remarkable aspects of living in a sanctified space is the way it influences your relationships. The energy you cultivate within your environment extends to your interactions with others. As you create a space where divine peace thrives, you will naturally become more attuned to peace in your relationships. You will find that your conversations are more compassionate, your connections are deeper, and your ability to listen and understand others is heightened. This shift happens because you are cultivating peace, not just in your space, but within your heart. As your inner peace grows, so too does your ability to bring peace into your relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, you will notice that you are able to maintain a sense of calm and composure regardless of the external circumstances. This doesn't mean that you won't experience challenges in relationships. It means that when those challenges arise, you will have the strength and clarity to respond from a place of peace rather than reacting from fear, frustration, or defensiveness. The divine peace that fills your space also extends to your work and creative endeavors. When you create an environment of peace, you invite focus, clarity, and inspiration into your life. You will notice that your work becomes more effortless, more aligned with your purpose, and more fulfilling. Whether you are pursuing a career, building a project, or simply going about your daily tasks, the peace in your environment will support you in staying present, productive, and connected to the divine flow of energy. You will feel a deeper sense of purpose in everything you do, knowing that the work you are creating is infused with the energy of love, peace, and divine guidance. Additionally, the act of sanctifying your space supports your spiritual journey. When you dedicate your space to peace, you are creating a physical and spiritual foundation for your growth. Your space becomes a place where you can connect deeply with the divine, where you can pray, meditate, reflect, and listen for guidance. In this sacred space, you invite the divine to move freely, to heal, and to guide you. It becomes a place where you can hear the whispers of your soul, where your intuition is heightened, and where your connection to the divine is strengthened. This sacred space also becomes a mirror of your own inner sanctity. The more you create a space that reflects divine peace, the more that peace will radiate outward from you. You become a walking sanctuary, a vessel for divine energy. The peace you cultivate within your space and within yourself becomes contagious. It will touch everyone you meet, bringing calm, love, and clarity wherever you go. As you continue to nurture this divine peace in your life, it will spread to others in ways you cannot even imagine. You may be wondering, Chosen One, how you can continue to deepen this process, how you can maintain the sanctity of your space and keep the peace alive day in and day out. The answer lies in the daily practice of mindfulness, gratitude, and intention. Maintaining a sanctified space requires consistency. It requires you to stay connected to the peace you've created and to make it a priority each day. Here are some ways you can continue to nurture divine peace in your space and in your life. 1. Set clear intentions daily. Each day, set the intention to maintain peace in your space. Whether it's through a simple prayer affirmation or a few moments of stillness, take time each morning to align yourself with your divine purpose. Ask for guidance and protection and visualize your space filled with divine energy. This sets the tone for the day and helps keep your space aligned with peace. 2. Practice daily cleansing. Just as you clean your physical space, take time to cleanse the energy daily. A few minutes of lighting a candle, burning sage, or playing sacred music can help clear any stagnant or negative energy that may have accumulated. By regularly cleansing your space, you prevent any disruptions to the flow of divine peace. 3. Stay mindful of what enters your space. Protect your space from negative influences by being mindful of what enters. Whether it's conversations, media, or even people, pay attention to the energy they bring. If you feel that something or someone is disturbing your peace, take action to release or protect yourself from that energy. You can use simple protective rituals such as closing the door or placing sacred symbols in the room to keep your space pure. Or create rituals of gratitude. Make gratitude a daily practice in your space. Take time to give thanks for the peace, the love, and the divine presence in your life. This will keep your space grounded in the energy of abundance and appreciation. Gratitude invites more blessings into your life and helps sustain the peaceful atmosphere you have created. 5. Be gentle with yourself. Remember that maintaining peace is not about perfection. It's about consistency and intention. If you find yourself slipping into old habits or feeling disconnected from the peace you've cultivated, be gentle with yourself. Simply reset your intention. Cleanse your space and reconnect with your heart. Peace is always available to you, and each day is a new opportunity to align yourself with divine love. As you continue to nurture the divine peace in your space, Chosen One, you will find that peace will follow you wherever you go. It will be reflected in your relationships, your work, and your inner world. The more you create this sacred environment, the more your life will align with divine energy, and the more you will experience the abundance, joy, and love that come with living in harmony with the divine. Chosen One, as you stand at the culmination of this journey, this sacred process of sanctifying your space and aligning it with divine peace, you are invited to step into a deeper understanding of the blessings that await you. Your environment is no longer just a physical space. It has transformed into a sacred sanctuary, one that reflects not only your inner peace, but also your divine connection to the universe. The changes you've made both in your external environment and within your own heart have opened doors to a life filled with abundance, clarity, and peace. As you have nurtured the sanctity of your space, the divine presence has permeated every corner of your life. The peace you have worked so diligently to cultivate has not only altered your surroundings, but has deeply impacted your emotional, mental, and spiritual state. You may have noticed that your thoughts are more focused, your emotions more balanced, and your connection to the divine more profound. This is the power of sanctifying your space by creating an environment that supports divine peace. You have made space within yourself for greater harmony, clarity, and love. But the transformation does not end here. Chosen One, your space is a reflection of your soul. By continuing to nurture the peace you've created, you invite a constant flow of divine energy that will guide you, support you, and uplift you in every area of your life. You now have the power to continuously refine, protect, and amplify the energy in your space. The more you maintain this sanctified environment, the more it will become a portal for divine guidance, peace, and abundance. The blessing of a sanctified space is that it serves as a foundation for all that you desire to manifest. When your environment is aligned with divine peace, you are in a position to receive the blessings that are already on their way to you. Peaceful environments create an open channel for the divine to work in your life, bringing you the clarity, opportunities, and support you need to fulfill your purpose. Your space, as it becomes more attuned to divine energy, invites opportunities for growth, healing, and transformation. You may have noticed that with every shift you've made in your space, you've experienced more clarity in your decisions and actions. The divine peace you have invited into your environment is now a guiding force in your life. Whether you are making decisions about your career, relationships, or personal growth, the peace that fills your surroundings helps you align with your highest path. Your thoughts and choices are more centered, and you are more in tune with your intuition, which is now clearer and stronger than ever. But beyond the material blessings and clarity that come with sanctifying your space, perhaps the greatest blessing is the deep sense of spiritual alignment you now experience. When you create a sanctuary of peace in your surroundings, you are creating a place where the divine can meet you. Every time you enter this sacred space, you invite the divine into your heart, and that presence begins to permeate your life in ways you may never have imagined. It's as though the universe is continuously offering you gentle guidance, love, and support through the peaceful energy you have nurtured. This alignment with divine energy is not just a passive state, it is an active choice. You can continue to invite divine peace into your life by setting clear intentions each day, maintaining the sacredness of your space, and remaining mindful of the energy you bring into your environment. As you do this, you will find that peace becomes more than just something you seek, it becomes something you live. Your life is transformed as you find yourself in deeper alignment with the divine presence that is always with you. One of the greatest joys of living in a sanctified space is that you no longer feel disconnected from the divine. The peace that fills your environment serves as a constant reminder that you are always supported, always loved, and always guided. You no longer need to search for peace outside yourself, for you have created a sanctuary where divine peace can flow freely. This space becomes a place of rest where you can retreat when the world outside feels overwhelming. You can step into your sanctuary, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the divine peace that is always within you. As you continue to nurture the sacredness of your space, you will begin to notice the ripple effect it has on others. Your peace becomes contagious. When you enter a room, others will feel the calm energy that surrounds you. In your relationships, you will find that your interactions become more harmonious, your words more gentle, and your connections more meaningful. When your environment is filled with divine peace, you naturally radiate that peace to everyone you meet, creating an atmosphere of love and healing wherever you go. And as you share this peace with others, you will witness the power of your sanctified space unfolding. The more you dedicate yourself to maintaining this environment, the more you will see the world around you reflect your internal transformation. Your space becomes a beacon of divine light, a space where healing occurs, where clarity is found, and where love abounds. Each time you enter, you are reminded that you are part of a much larger divine plan, one that supports your growth and brings you closer to your highest potential. But chosen one that, as much as your sacred space becomes a foundation for peace, it is also a place for ongoing growth and evolution. The divine presence you have invited into your space is not static. It is ever evolving just as you are. With every shift you make in your environment, whether it's a change in decor, a new ritual, or a new intention, you are opening the door to further transformation. Your space becomes a living, breathing reflection of your spiritual journey, evolving alongside you as you continue to grow in peace, love, in purpose. Remember, chosen one, your space is a sacred reflection of you. As you nurture the divine energy in your surroundings, you are nurturing the divine energy within yourself. Your space will continue to serve as a sanctuary, a place of peace, love, and alignment with the divine. And as you continue this journey, you will find that divine peace will not only fill your environment, but will also fill your heart, mind, and soul, bringing you closer to the abundant, fulfilling life that the divine has always intended for you.